You're listening to Inside Blitz with LaVon Kirkland.
Everyone wants to be a part of something bigger.
But not everyone will.
Everyone has goals, but not everyone knows where to start. We
Are not everyone.
are not everyone.
Are not everyone.
Are not everyone.
Welcome back to the Inside Blitz with LaVon Kirkland. I'm your co-host, David Wyatt. LaVon, USnews.com ranks South Carolina students 43rd in their college and career readiness. And as such, many of these young men are being left behind.
Well, David, our Bridge Builder program is dedicated to educate, empower, and encourage our students for success in their college, career, and life endeavors.
Wow, well, let's get to these interviews.
Landon Goodwin, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. At least I didn't say Godwin. I didn't call your name wrong.
No, sir. That's good.
Hey, man, we really appreciate a student of your caliber being on our show. We want to congratulate you for being one of the finalists, first and foremost, man. But, man, it's our honor to have you, and we're really looking forward to getting into our conversation. And really, this is about you, trying to understand you a little bit more and why we think students like you are so valuable to our future and our communities. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
It's good we have a conversation?
Yes, sir.
So in this conversation, I want to get to know you a little better. So I want to ask you an easy softball question. You ready?
Sir.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. If you were a wrestler, what would be your interest theme song?
A wrestler?
Yeah.
My theme song. Let me see. Y'all listen to Roddy Ricch? You know the box, the song?
I like to say that I do, but I don't. But
It's just the entrance to like the beat, like the first part of the beat. That's the only part I would use. Like the beat, first part. Yes, sir.
You use the instrumental part of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, give us a sample of that beat. Come on, you can do it.
I can't play it.
I want to hear the beat. Come on.
It sounds better when he do it, because it's like inside the studio or whatever they do. I can't really do it with me. It wouldn't sound right.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you off the hook, okay?
Thank you.
But now I see in your profile here that you read to younger students. What reason do you read to younger students?
I read to younger students. Our coaches love they say that we're like the role model to younger students, and when you go read, you really see that. They act like we're celebrities all the time. We go in there like, oh, football player, and that feels good. And when you read to them, it's like they're so interested. When the teachers read to them, they say it's not the same than when we read to them. So they like us. They like us coming. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's amazing. Is there a favorite book that you like to read to those students?
Favorite book? I probably like the story. What's the story called? The pigs and the wolf. What's the story?
The Three Little Pigs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the house, when they blow the house down, because I know like the whole story. I really got to look at the words, and I can just talk.
Oh, cool. So do you add anything to those stories?
We bring prompts sometimes, like to help. Yes, sir.
Tell me what kind of prompt you bring.
I brought like a toy house one time, and I brought like a Lego house and like a wooden house maybe, and I like showed them like how easy it was to knock the Lego one down versus the wooden one.
Okay. Man, that's a good prop. You know, people really love stories, and we really love your story. You have a 4-point GPA, but what are your career goals after you finish college and you're out on your own? What are you planning on doing?
I love the game of football, and I'm gonna play that as long as I can. But after that, whether it's after college or the professional route, I plan to major. I'm majoring in marketing, so I'm gonna do something that involves business and marketing like into one.
Oh, that's amazing. Are you trying to have your own company, or you want to work for someone?
Yeah, I want to have my own company. Yes, sir.
Oh, amazing. Tell me about your experiences at Camden High School.
Experience, like what kind of experience? Like with football or with school?
Well, just overall, maybe like when you first started at Camden, you were a freshman walking in, and then just kind of carry us from that standpoint as far as your athletic career, but also your academic career.
Yes, sir. So after 8th grade, you're like in middle school, you're like going from 8th grade, you're like at the top of school. When you get a freshman in high school, that changes real fast. I'm still thinking I could do whatever I wanted to like in middle school, but that's not the case at all. So I figured that out quick with athletics and with academics. The teachers ain't letting me get away with stuff like they used to. The coaches, they definitely didn't. So I had to adjust to that fast.
Okay. Well, also, I want to go into you being a finalist for our Bridge Builders Excellence Award. What would that mean to you if you won that award?
My mom, my family, especially my mom, she always preaches like life beyond football because she says I'm all football, and I need to think about otherwise. But I do. I just don't talk about it with her. But it would mean a lot to me because they're always promoting that, and it seems that y'all's company would do that also, promote it.
Today's world is about the experience and the relationships that you create.
We want to be your family jeweler. We want to know your special occasions. We want to be a part of that.
Well, think about what love is. I mean, it is all things tingly, all the feelings that are part of love. And to be part of experiencing the opportunity for somebody to celebrate that. When somebody leaves this place with a smile on their face, that's my goal. That's what I want to see.
The South Carolina Football Hall of Fame is all about student athletes and those guys getting to the next level. And it's a joy for us to talk to gentlemen like yourself that are doing that. With that being said, what advice would you give a freshman coming into Camden High School who wants to be just like you?
Who wants to be just like me?
Just like you, yes. I want to be like you, and I'm an adult. So a young student would definitely want to be like you. So give us some advice.
I would say that those two first couple of years, you need to focus more because I didn't focus a lot. My GPA, it didn't slip, but it was lower than I thought it would be. And that's why I finished the way I did. I didn't finish bad, but I would like to finish better academically.
Okay. Well, that's some really, really great advice. Brandon, we really appreciate your time on the show. Now, can you tell us what university you're going to? What college you're going to?
Presbyterian College in Clinton, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So from when you signed that, did you sign a letter of intent? Or are you just going to school? Okay. So tell us, what was that like? What was that signing that letter of intent was like?
I was relieved. I was ready to get it over with. I told my mom, I told my coach first, and then I sent the screenshot to my mom, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, she didn't tell us." And it was just fast. We talked about it when I got home though.
Okay. How did she feel about it? She didn't like being second fiddle?
Yeah, she didn't like that. I didn't tell her first, but I just made the decision right then and there. So I went on and talked to my coach, and I told her when I got home about it. And she said, as long as that's the right school. And I said, yes, ma'am.
Right. Well, speaking of your mom, I really would like to know, who are some of the role models in your life?
I have a lot of role models, but the number one would probably be my dad's brother, my uncle. He passed away in 2010 from sickle cell, the disease. If any of y'all know about that, yes, sir. Yeah. And he was at a young age, and he was always out of energy. And I was because I was young, I didn't really know, I didn't really understand the disease. I do now though. And even though he was always out of energy, he would always give great energy to us. We couldn't tell. He would just be always laying in bed when I was there, and I was like, what's wrong? And he just nothing, I'm good, just go ahead and play. But yeah, so he would act like nothing was wrong with him all the time when he was around us and just gave us everything that we wanted. So I just try to do that with other people. So I get that from him.
Oh man, that's a great role model. Also, before we finish up, how are you doing and your family doing during this difficult time?
They're doing better than me because I don't like to stay at home really. I haven't been to the gym in a while. I got a little workout set downstairs, but my dad won't even let me go to the gym to run on the treadmill. So I've been having problems with it, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, you hang in there. Things are going to get better. And David usually likes to ask this question, so I'm going to let him ask this question.
Yeah, well, with gentlemen like yourself that is playing college football and potentially aspirations to go pro, I thought, why not give you an opportunity to ask someone who's been there? And so do you have any questions for Levon?
Oh, definitely. What are the main differences between high school football and academics and college football and academics? Like, what do you have to change at the two levels?
Well, thank you for that question. I think when you're going from high school to college, being under your parents' home, they're going to kind of tell you what to do. You know, they're going to get you up. They're going to make sure you go to school. They're going to make sure you eat. They're going to make sure you do all that stuff. Now, when you get to college, and you're playing college football, so some of your time will be lined out for you. But I think really it's about managing your time. It's about understanding yourself, which you will get when you get to college. You will understand yourself better as a human being. But really the time management is the thing that's a little tough because nobody's really saying, go to class. Nobody's saying, hey, you need to eat something. Nobody is telling you to pick up behind yourself or anything like that. So I think time management is going to be the one thing that you have to be aware about. I think that's the biggest difference from high school to college. And as far as a football field is concerned, you know, the speed is going to be a little different, but, you know, just like when you were a freshman, how you caught on as a sophomore, you got better as a junior, you got better as a senior. I think that is really probably the biggest difference from high school to college. But can I give you a little bit of advice, though?
Yes, sir.
You ready for it?
Yep.
Read. Get as much information. I know you may not like to read, but get as much information as you possibly can so you can be ready for all the answers that you're going to be getting throughout your life. And also, I would encourage you, ask questions.
Yes, sir.
Ask a bunch of questions. Even if it seems silly, it's not silly. Ask questions. I'm kind of like your mother?
Sound like her.
We may know each other, I'm not sure. She actually called me and told me to tell you that stuff because you may get it from me more so you get it from her.
She is too much.
I understand. Mothers can be a little too much, but we love them, right?
Yes, sir, we do.
We do love them. Again, Landon, thank you so much for being a part of this show. Hey, good luck as far as being a finalist for our award. You're such a good candidate too, man. You really are. So I wish you good luck. Thank you so much. And if the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame could ever help you out, do not hesitate to give us a call, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Have a nice one.
All right. What an incredible young man. What a great interview. Good interview, Levon. I tell you what, it's fun to educate, empower, and encourage our youth. We're making a difference through football. How do they get involved?
Well, you know, it's more than football for us. It's making a difference through football. So if you want to join the movement, you can go at scfootballhof.org if you want to join the movement.
scfootballhof.org. Very easy to do it. Join the movement. And hey, stay tuned for our next episode of the Inside Blitz with Levon Kirkland.
Worlds apart, minutes away. Where dinner begins with your family gathering. Where connecting with nature leads to connecting with each other. Where hundreds of acres of meadows and forests nurture your mind, your body, and your spirit. Riverstead. Discover resilient living.